the vinyl community. Welcome to a Sundsvall that has been grey and rainy and grey and snowy and grey and both rainy and snowy. It is so boring weather right now. So you know that big yellow thing in the sky that shows up every now and then? I think it's called the sun. I almost forgot how that looks like. Well, what's better than to sit inside and do some videos and some vinyl and CD update, or should I say just vinyl update, because this is a special edition. I showed in my previous vinyl CD update some singles and albums from the thrift store Återbruket, the thrift store with the records that had a whole lot of writings on, and that they were taking way too much price for. I said then that they have been they're about to shut down. I assume that they have by now, and I had to correct myself and right should be right. I said then that they are shutting down most likely because of the high prices, but from what I understand, the place that the thrift store is on is owned by the railway company, and the railway company needs that place, so they have been their contract has not been renewed there, so that is the reason why they're shutting down and moving to the internet. Well, right should be right. And I have been there now for a while, a couple of times, and for the past weeks they have been having 75% off, and of course then all of the records that they had that were overpriced and written on, they have moved. I don't think that anybody has bought all of it. I think that they have moved it because they are, as I said, they're going to start selling on the internet. And for some reason they think that it will go better if they sell them on internet. Good luck with that. But I could go to the section for the dollar bins and the singles, the 45's from there have been put there. So I bought a huge stack of 45's for a price between 30 cents and $1.50. So all of these I have to show. And I also have bought only one full length, because the rest of the full length was stuff that wasn't all that interesting. So I bought this King Oliver, Papa Joe, with a recording from 1926 to 28, released on Coral. As I said before, I'm in a phase since a while back when I'm trying to rediscover jazz from the 20s, so this is very suitable. But the singles now, let's go to the singles, the 45's, and start with a couple that I bought a week later than those I showed last time, that still were priced 50%. Here is a young girl that I showed once before when I bought 2 records by her. Those were not bad, but they were uninteresting, aside from the singles, of course. So I bought myself a single by Stacey Latislaw, and I don't understand. I will never understand why it's so damn hard for why it was so damn hard for the labels to put a clear sign on what is A and what is B on the singles back in the days, because many of these I have to guess what is A and B, such as here, but I think that this is the A side, Dynamite. And we have here Dreamin', and it's produced by Narda Michael Walden. We have more soul from 1976. Yet another one without a proper A or B sign, but I think this is the A side. Love Ballad by LTD. And we have Let the Music Keep Playing. As you can see, writing. But I'm not that picky when it comes to 70s singles. As long as the record is playable, and it is definitely playable. So, on the other hand, there are a limit even to me, but we'll come to that later on. We have a woman that I never heard of before. It was Blind by, but I assume that it was kind of 70s disco soul stuff, and it was released on ABC record, and the title of the track was Queen of the Disco by Ruby Anders. I have no idea who Ruby Anders is, but nice Blind by. I have a single by a group called Love and Kisses, and a single I Found Love Now That I Found You, and Accidental Love. Love and Kisses is a band that I only know from one thing. It is a band that released one of the most disturbing cover sleeves there is. They released on the album this is from is an album that have a cover sleeve with a girl in a t-shirt with a couple of male hands, hairy, huge male hands, trying to rip it off. Not a PK today, but music, interesting still. Now we're coming into singles that I got for almost nothing, 75% off. And starting with some cult classics. You know, my little fascination of stuff that are so horrible that is laughable. And this is right up my alley. Disco Vampire by Mike Harding. I had no idea who Mike Harding is, but judging from the cover sleeves of the albums in the back here, he seems to look like a more of a regular singer-songwriter. So I don't know why he all of a sudden did this song. And it is so horrible as the cover sleeve actually give a hint of. He tries to sound like a Dracula character, but doesn't sound all that nasty. And for some dumb reason, they have put wolf howlings in the middle when he sings, so you can hardly hear what he sings because you hear oh. So the problem is it's not on YouTube, but it's really great. This one is also, I don't know if this is horrible as so it's laughable, but it's an oddity that is fun to have. This is not Saturday Night Fever, it is Sesame Street Fever, the single, Fever and Trash. While the single looks like trash, the cover sleeve looks like trash, it's still nice quality of the single. So. And the first A-side is with Robin Gibb, the Count, Groover, Ernie and the Cookie Monster. And the trash song is by Robin Gibb, Oscar the Grouch and Groover. So fun to have. We have a classic, Elton John and Kiki D, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. And Snow Queen. And we're staying with this combo, only that this is sung by Kiki D only. But Elton John is producing the single Amorous in the rest of my head. And it also owns Rocket record company, which actually is a little hint that Elton John is involved. A couple of singles by Dr. Hook we have from 1977. We have once again a single that doesn't say all that good, which A-B's. I think this is the A-side, Making Love and Music, the title track from the album. It's one good thing actually with these writings is that it says when the single is from. You don't have to look all that hard all the time when it's from. We have Who Dat on the B-side. And more Dr. Hook. This is from 77. Walk Right In. And Sexy Energy. You understand the pattern here. It is in 99.9% 70s. So more disco, straight from the heart, Tavares. Shown Tavares before from this collection. Let Me Heal the Bruises. Really nice soul disco. This is the one I paid $1.50 for, and I'm very satisfied, even though it is written a little bit, but I really wanted to have it. David Bowie, Young Americans, and Suffragette City from 75. And we have a couple 10cc's. This is from 75. Life is a Minestrone. And Channel Swimmer. (1976) from the How Dare You album comes I'm Mandy, Fly Me. And the B-side is a title track. And you can also talk about this while having titles that make no sense. I'm Mandy, Fly Me. What does that say? But it's a good song anyway. It's 10cc. Last time I showed a single by the Brecker Brothers, a band that I hadn't listened all that much to. I knew who they were, but I hadn't listened all that much to them. They were very funky, kind of a style like Blood, Sweat and Tears and Tower of Power and so on. And a lot of horns. And I found another one. You Gotta Give It. Yet again, what is it with all of these when you have to do a spelling that makes no difference? It makes no sense. And Dream Theme. I'll listen quick peek to this, and it sounds very funky. Four Tops. Nothing against Four Tops from the 60s. But I think that Four Tops in the 70s are very underrated and sounds very soulish, very great. So I'm very happy to find this single that still also have no clue of A and B side. I think that The Show Must Go On might be the A side. Or it might be Running From Your Love. But since they're both from the same album, I guess that it doesn't matter in this case. Alan Parsons Project in 70s vinyl singles. I don't see all that much. I don't see all that much Alan Parsons singles in any form, more than maybe Eye in the Sky and Old and Wise. But here is finally I found someone from 77. and Alan Parsons. It says only, I don't know why it says doesn't say project, but Alan Parsons, Nucleus. And I wouldn't want to be like you. Here, finally, a single with clear A and B side. And it is with a band that I've been buying a couple of records from now for a while, that it's actually starting to become one of my favorites. City Boy and Surgery Hours, Doctor Doctor. And on the B side we have Deadly Delicious. 76. Here we have a lady that I have a couple of albums by, and she's really great. Underrated, but she's merely famous for one thing, and that is that she's the mother of an even more famous soul artist. I'm talking about Cissy Houston, Whitney's mother. Think It Over. And I like Cissy Houston's songs because they are 70s soul disco with a touch of gospel in the edges, and it sounds really great. And an umbrella song, suitable for now, today. We have a 70s disco classic, Dee Dee Jackson and Automatic Lover, Automatic Lover, and Don't Think You'd Do It. This is a single now that I was hesitating actually. I love the song, but looking at the sleeve, I was debating with myself, should I buy this one or wait until I find a copy that looks a little bit better in the cover sleeve. As I said, there are some limits when it comes to cover sleeves. But the single looks great, very nice, playable. So I felt like now when I had a chance to get it for 50 cents, buy it. So I bought Squeeze with their debut, Take Me, I'm Yours. I think this is their debut. And this is from 78, which is really great. I will consider this maybe Squeeze's best song ever, because it is really new agey and almost like little pre-synth pop style over it, and I really like this song. Very happy to get a hold of it, even though it is a lot of writings here. This is a band called Scaffold Pike. Scaffold Pike is a Swedish-Scottish band. Band recorded in Sweden with Swedish members, but also with a couple of Scottish members. They did a kind of a folk pop music style. And had a great hit with X-Ray Vision. This is a song called Skagerrak and All Over Again from 77. 78, Olivia Newton-John and A Little More Love and Borrowed Time. And we have more funky soul. And once again going to try to guess which A and B side. We have Natalie Cole from 77, and you see another pattern here. It's from the years from 75 to 78. I've Got Love on My Mind, Natalie Cole, and we have Unpredictable You. And finally, a single that I really want to have, but single looked like hell. The cover sleeve looked like hell. And normally I wouldn't take a single from its original picture cover sleeve and put it in one of these white anonymous cover sleeves. But in this case, I've had to make an exception for saving the single. I really want to get a hold of Isaac Hayes' full theme from Shaft. I want the album, but the single is a great start. So, what do you do when the single looks like this? And also split when I got home. I felt like, okay, this costed only 50 cents. I buy it, but let's put it in this cover sleeve just for safety instead. Theme from Shaft and Café Reggio. Reggio. So that is what I found at that thrift store. So rest in peace, återbruket, I guess I can say. Thanks for all the findings, and especially those that were in the beginning before this Chris started to come in with records that are written on. But really sad to see a thrift store shut down, because here in my city we need more, not lesser, no matter if the singles look like that or the albums. So but we'll see what happens. I'm going to come up with a regular ordinary vinyl CD update soon also. So until next time, have a really nice time everybody, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. Take care and so long.